Guys, have you ever been at a bar? Noticed a woman glancing your way and thought, is she waiting for me to make a move? Women often use subtle signals to get you to approach, without taking the first step themselves. Today, I'll reveal 10 of these signs that most guys totally miss, so you can spot them before the moment slips away. On the catch and release eye contact. Let's start with one of the most classic signs. Eye contact, but this isn't just any look. I'm talking about the catch and release. Here's how it works. She'll lock eyes with you for just a second or two, long enough to spark your interest. And then she'll look away, maybe even with a smile or a glance down at her drink. This quick, deliberate eye contact isn't random. It's her way of saying, I see you, but I'm going to give you the chance to come over. Imagine you're at a bar with friends and out of nowhere, you catch her looking at you from across the room. She holds your gaze for a beat, maybe two, then looks away and smiles. A moment later, she glances back, catching your eye again. It's not just a fleeting look. It's an invitation. Most guys assume she's just looking around the bar, but women rarely throw repeated glances unless they're interested. So next time you see this, don't overthink it. She's waiting for you to take the hint. 2. The casual drift nearby. This one's all about proximity. Have you ever noticed? A woman seems to keep drifting closer to you in a crowded bar, even though she's not actually talking to you. It might seem coincidental, but chances are it's anything but. She keeps accidentally ending up near where you're standing. She's hoping you'll break the ice. She's thinking, if I'm close enough, maybe he'll take the hint and say hello. Picture this: you're standing by the bar, and you notice her ordering a drink just a couple of feet away. Later, she's moved a bit closer, laughing with her friends within earshot. Before you know it, she's back near you again, seemingly by chance, but this isn't random drifting. She's positioning herself in your orbit, so you'll notice her. Most guys think it's just crowded bar space, but if she's repeatedly placing herself nearby, without actually talking, she's trying to make it easy for you to engage. 3. The laugh that's just a little too loud. Women know that a little volume can go a long way when it comes to catching someone's eye. If she's interested, she might laugh a bit louder, speak with more enthusiasm, or playfully exaggerate her reactions. It's not just about being lively. It's her way of making sure you hear her and notice her. She's thinking, if I sound fun and outgoing, maybe he'll be more likely to come over. Imagine her laughing with friends near you. Then suddenly, she lets out a laugh that's just a little louder than the rest. You glance over, and she's already looking your way to see if you noticed. If this happens more than once, she's not just having a good time. She's trying to get your attention. A lot of guys assume she's just loud or extra animated. But if she's looking your way after each loud laugh or reaction, she's hoping to spark a connection. 4. The over-the-shoulder glance. This one is a classic and often overlooked move. If she's interested, she might glance over her shoulder in your direction while talking to her friends. It's a quick look, almost like she's checking if you're watching. And it's the perfect nonverbal cue that she's open to an approach. She's thinking, I'll look back and see if he's paying attention. Imagine her laughing with her friends, seemingly deep in conversation. Suddenly, she glances over her shoulder in your direction. Not once, but a few times. Each time she returns to her group like nothing happened. But those quick glances are her way of giving you an opening. Guys often think she's just looking around the room. But multiple over-the-shoulder glances are a calculated cue. Not a random movement. 5. Playing with her hair or jewelry. This move is all about drawing attention. When a woman is interested, she might start adjusting her hair, touching her neck, or fiddling with jewelry. It's not just a nervous habit. It's a subtle way to direct your eyes to her face, her neck, or her collarbone, signaling she wants you to take notice. She's thinking, let's see if he notices me. Now imagine her seated nearby, occasionally glancing over, while twirling a strand of hair or adjusting her necklace. It's subtle, but she's inviting attention in a low-key way. If she's looking your way while doing it, she's practically saying, come talk to me. A lot of guys assume she's just fixing her hair or jewelry. But in a bar setting, these moves are often intentional. She's waiting for you to notice her cues. 6. The accidental brush by. This is a bolder move that some women use when they're interested, but don't want to make the first move. She might accidentally brush past you, lightly touching your arm or shoulder, even if there's plenty of space to avoid it. It's a brief but deliberate form of physical contact that says, I noticed you, she's thinking. Let's make a little contact and see if he responds. Imagine you're at the bar ordering a drink when she brushes by, just lightly grazing your arm. You exchange a quick smile, and she lingers nearby, creating the perfect chance for you to say something. Most guys think it's just the bar being crowded, but if she had enough space to avoid you, that touch was no accident. She's opening the door. 7. Repositioning herself to face you. If a woman is interested, she'll often position her body so that she's facing you, even if she's with her friends. Look for her angling herself towards you with her feet, her shoulders, or even her whole body turned slightly in your direction. This positioning is her way of saying she's open to a conversation. She's thinking, I'm making myself visible, so he knows I'm approachable. Imagine you're standing by a high-top table, and she's across the room with her friends. Gradually, she shifts her stance so she's angled toward you. It's not random, she's giving you a clear signal she's noticed you. A lot of guys assume she's just getting comfortable. But in a social setting, body positioning is rarely random. If she's angling herself toward you, she's giving you a window. 8. The group split move. Women often hang close to their friends. But if she's interested, she might create a moment where she's alone, making it easier for you to approach. She could step away to grab a drink or check her phone. When she separates from her friends, it's her way of saying, here's your chance. She's thinking, I'll make it easy for him to approach, without feeling intimidated by my friends. Imagine she's with a group of friends, but then she heads to the bar alone. She's not distracted, she's just waiting for her drink. Glancing around, she's giving you a clear opening to say hello. Guys often think she's just taking a break from her friends. But in a social environment, creating that space is often an invitation. 9. The prolonged glance when she thinks you're not looking. This is one of the oldest moves in the book. If she's really interested, she might look at you a little longer than usual, but only when she thinks you're not looking. Then when you catch her, she quickly glances away. It's subtle, but effective. She's thinking I'm curious about him. Let's see if he notices. Imagine you're talking with a friend, and you keep feeling her eyes on you. When you look over, she quickly looks away. This isn't just polite eye contact. She's inviting you to take the hint. Many guys think it's just polite glancing. But if it's repeated, she's hoping you'll come over. 10. The friendly competition move. This move is a playful way women show interest, by adding a hint of challenge. Picture this: she's engaging in a game or activity nearby. Maybe it's darts, pool, or even trivia. But instead of keeping to herself, she actively involves herself in the game, while sending glances your way, perhaps with a teasing smile or a bet. You can't beat me kind of attitude. This playful energy isn't just about the game. It's a clever, flirty way to open a conversation, without either of you feeling pressured. She's thinking, let's have a little fun and see if he'll take the bait. You're at a bar with your buddies, and she's over by the pool table. She catches your eye, and then just so happens to need someone to play against. She might say, think you're good enough to win against me. Or looks like I need some competition. This friendly challenge is her way of breaking the ice. And if she's smiling or looking at you as she says it, she's hoping you'll take her up on the offer. Or maybe it starts or a trivia game in the corner, and she's glancing at you with a playful smirk as if to say, I dare you to join if you step up to the plate. She's opened the door for a fun, flirty interaction that's light-hearted and natural. So there you have it. 10 subtle signals women use at bars when they want you to approach. These cues might seem small or subtle, but that's the point. Women won't always make the first move, but they'll open the door. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe to After School Psychology, and turn on the notifications so you won't miss the next video when it drops.